Hi everyone. Corelli's talking right now, so let's wait for her to actually finish talking. Cute as always, Corelli. I still love her ears. Hi everyone. Cabo here. And it's another day of Honkai Impact 3rd. I kind of got really in the mood to just like try and spam Honkai like this week in order to be able to well, get through this story about Otto, because I'm just like infinitely curious about what's going to be happening in the end. But I got some really bad news. One, I ain't feeling too good. Uh, Something happened at work yesterday, so I'm fine at like work, but it like kind of got me a little bit stressed, so I ain't feeling too good about that one. And another thing that happened was I look at the schedule of things that are gonna be I need to do in the week, and they're like completely full. I'm just gonna be really busy. And when I'm really busy, I usually get really tired. And when I get really tired, all I want to do when I get back home is sleep. So, yeah, I might. There's a chance that I might stream, but there's also like a chance that I might not stream because I'm going to be way too tired in order to, well, stream. So it's kind of like a really unlucky week in terms of both like how I'm feeling and how work is feeling for me. It's kind of sad, but I'm gonna try my best in order to be able to play some Honkai Impact. Last time that I played, I got a little bit distracted towards the end there because a streamer that I've actually watched on Twitch, came by to say hi. So I was like really surprised and I was really happy. And that person also said some nice things, and I just got a little bit flustered. But so far, um, I'm still paying attention to what's going on in the story and stuff like that. It's getting kind of complicated because they're talking about time traveling and things like that, and every single piece of fiction has their own sort of definition. I guess I should turn off my fan. They have like their own sort of definition or what can be done or how easy it is to do time traveling. In this game, we have like Honkai, which is like an unknown energy source, and there's also like the imaginary tree, and there's also like the whatchamacallit, the Seal Quanta, where there's like there's these unknowns that may be able to actually allow for whatever time traveling needs well to be done. And Otto might have found it, and we know from like the EX chapter that he was talking a lot. There's like a big focus on like the imaginary tree from the side of like the EX chapter, and we still don't know what's going on with Otto. Otto always has plans, and we have absolutely no idea what his plans are until they're coming to fruition, until he's like executing them. And even when he's executing them, he has all these like different ways to play around them, around the plan in order for them to be successful. But he's not. He's still human, as we've seen in like the all other like manga that sorry, Carly. As we've seen from like the mangas, there have been point and the visual novels. There have been points in time where he gets surprised and his plan just doesn't end up working. Second eruption manga, things didn't work out. What else? The anti-entropy visual novel on his fight against the Welt. Things didn't work out, and he actually ends up losing to Rihanna and Welt. And I believe there's one at another point in time, but I just can't remember which one it is. It was at the tip of my tongue a second ago, but there's more. There's definitely more sort of like plans or things that Otto has done that suddenly just like don't end up working out, and the heroes end up winning. But the thing is that whenever heroes end up winning, it's usually like a very very high price. Welt died, and Rihanna also like sacrificed her life in order to be able to stop the I think because it was like a long time ago, it was like on the 80s or the 60s, anti-entropy vision novel. They were using just like nuclear bombs instead of like Honkai fission missiles. But in any case, they had to sacrifice their lives in order to stop that catastrophe to happen. The entirety of like New York. And for the other one that I was talking about that I actually forgot about, what was it? You see, this is what I'm talking about. My memory is terrible. I just mentioned it a second ago, but anyways, they just things happen, and even Otto doesn't have like a plan for every single situation. He's not that kind of villain. He's still sort of like human. He still has flaws, and so last time that I played, we found this like Otto, this like past Otto that apparently um he only has like memories that we've got like shown on. I think it was only on this chapter where it's after the revolution, or I think it was like at the it was like at the last step of to beat Shixal and take over Shixal from his cousin and sister. That's like the memory that this also like currently has. That's like at the time period where he's currently at, and we don't know what's going on. He has some strings that connect to him, which means that there's something going on with the Herrscher of domination or dominance or the Legion Herrscher. I always have a tough time with that Herrscher and its name because they call it a lot of different things. Like, or maybe it's just I'm dumb and I just keep calling it the wrong thing, and then I think it's correct, and I get completely like confused. Anyway, enough japping. Long time no see. Okay, go to map. Enter map. So if I remember correctly, we were going to be going back to the Hyperion. Oh no, yeah. We're going to go back to the Hyperion and talk to Kiana. Yeah, talk to Kiana right here. Over there. And we're going to be looking at how triangulating the actual source of the strings that are currently connected to Otto. So now let's talk to Kiana as another Kiana. Actually, let me check real quick. I think my audio, there's something wrong with my audio. Yeah, definitely. All right, there we go. But the thing is that for how long is that gonna be? Is Durandal just gonna keep fighting on this? I think it is possible because Durandal already fought together with like May from like World Serpent, so she sort of like follows orders, but she also has like, as she mentioned before in like one of the dialogues, where if Otto told me to do this, so like I think she was asked if she would abandon the world that was inside her, the bubble universe that's inside her. And she said that even if it was ordered to me by Otto, I would not do it. So it's like she has like some sort of like morality, or like she has like a moral compass of herself. So and Kiana's not like a bad person, and I think she understands that now, that Kiana's like not a danger to anyone, especially after what happened to with the Legion Herrscher. So I don't think they will end up being enemies anytime soon, or I don't think they'll be enemies anymore. Like this could be like the point where, especially because Otto's just like going away, in terms of like he's gonna leave Chixal to Teresa, and that means that Teresa will be Durandal's boss now. It's just like there's like a very high chance of them becoming very good friends. Mm-hmm.
過去のいざこざは水に流しましょう。未来の天命は私たちのものだから。オットーさんも辞任する前に本当の道を見つけたことだし、彼の未来はおそらく私たちと交わることはないでしょうね。は？交わることはないってどういう意味？長光さん、あなたは一体。
I mean, he did say that he was like completely like full on leaving because they found what to do. Right? Like, I mean, if this is like some sort of like victory for Otto, and if this ends up being some sort of like reset, then of course they would end up some sort of reset like in Honkai Gakuen. Then of course their like paths would like no longer overlap. But there's like a lot of like ways to actually take this. Like Otto could just like kill all of them, and well, of course their paths won't overlap anymore. Otto could like go missing for like ever and ever until like post Honkai Odyssey, and that means that their paths wouldn't like overlap anymore. What else? What other? There should be like another option. No, I don't think I have any other options in mind. But that's the idea.
結論から
But she
話す
says that she's like speculating, but there's a chance.
オットーさんはこの間の実験で過去に戻る方法を見つけたと私はそう信じてる。過去に戻る？それってタイムトラベルのことかしら？ありえないわ。この地球が正常に回っていることを証明する物理学がある限り、タイムトラベルの存在なんてありえない。
There's no time travel, but there's a way to interact with the past in some way, shape, or form, as we have seen from like the anomalies. Sorry, hiccup. As we've seen from like the anomalies of this place.
私たちが捕まえたこの変わったオットーだって、本当に500年前のオットー本人なわけがないでしょ？君の言い分も理解できるよ。ええ、テスラ先輩の言う通りね。SF 小説のように時空をくるくるとねじったタイムトラベルは確かに存在しない。
But this is why I was mentioning that every single piece of fiction has their own way or like their own interpretation of like time travel, and there might be like a special interpretation of time traveling here using what is the quantum sea, the imaginary tree, or Honkai energy.
だけど存在論の観点から考えると、オットーさんはそういう意味で過去に戻ることができると思っているの。
All right, I forgot if I mentioned this at the start of the stream, but this is also gonna be like a short stream. Like short streams will like continue for like a while. Maybe I'll make them longer starting July, but only slightly longer. It's just like I can't really go much longer than a certain amount of time because I wanna do other stuff. You know, streaming isn't just like my main thing. It's like a hobby kind of thing, and it's also like one of some of the reasons that I've been playing this couple of games. I mean, I could play them by myself, but this is a little bit more fun, you know?
ちょっとあんた、何の言葉遊び？いいえ、テスラ先輩。存在論というものは真面目な哲学と論理学の派生よ。そうね。私が何を言っているのか説明するために、皆さんには時間の定義を少し思い出してほしいの。
Oh, here we go. It's shopping time.
時間は時間でしょって、この答えじゃ何も言っていないようなものかしら。いえ、時間は確かに定義が難しい概念よ。私たちがどういう視点で考えるかで決まるわ。
Alright, let's try to understand this.
本質から言うと、私たちは今という時点でしか考えることができない。だから、私たち自身にとって、時間は順番と因果関係を意味する。でも私たちがもし、深く探求しようとして、現在が何を意味するのかを考えると、悪いけど、人類の論理ではそこまでしかたどり着けないわ。そうでもないわよ、テスラ先輩。先輩も知っているように、私たちの世界は存在の極限というわけではない。この世界の他に、虚数の木と量子の海が私たちの運命に影響しているの。
This is what I mean. Like whenever there's always something extra in fiction that could allow something that is impossible in like real life to be like possible in that world of fiction, which would include in this game the imaginary tree and the sea of quanta as well as Honkai energy.
そうだけど、世界の他に時間に待って、それって世界の外に観測者がいるってこと？
Like me? Hi.
それがまさに私たちの実験で得られた成果の一つよ。第二の神の鍵の起動実験から世界の泡を虚数の木に接続する試みまで。
And some rice.
この世界の外では時間にも法則が存在する。絶対的な混沌や無秩序に対価することはない。もっと具体的に言うと、そこでは時間の反転は自由で、他の空間や次元と何の違いもないの。
So, but can you manipulate it? Did you mention that you can manipulate it? Binds by certain rules and one degenerate into chaos. There, one can travel backwards in time freely, no different from traveling through spatial dimensions.
その基礎の上、時間はもっと基本的な法則に基づいていて、 他の次元と同じく様々なエネルギーの制限を受ける。そして一部の特定の制限があるからこそ部分空間での時間の方向が固定され、万物は無限から有限になる。それが私たちの世界、実数世界が存在する原因だと私たちはそう信じてる。すなわち時間が正の向きに進むというのは唯一の法則ではなく、この世界の存在によって生まれた結果だってことよ。
よくわからないんだけど、つまりあんたが言いたいのは、私たちの世界は安定しているからこそ時間の流れに干渉できる力が存在しないってこと？
Kind of like this world is the center of the time universe kind of thing.
その通り。けど虚数の木だと状況は変わるわ。なぜならその存在が世界という範疇を超えてるから。そうね。
But the situation is different in the imaginary tree.
ゲームデータを記録するサーバーと理解しても構わないわ。
Funny. Funny because we're playing a game.
このサーバーは様々な機能によって多くのゲームの世界が生成されている。そしてあなたはその中のある世界のキャラクターに過ぎない。あなたがゲームの中でした行動は全てサーバーに記録され、確認することはできるけど、それを変更する権限がないの。
Scabby! Hi there! How's it going, Scabby? It's been a while. Well, not really that much of a while. I've seen you like working out on See Their stream and on See Their's Discord server.
あなたはそれに慣れてて、サーバーのデータは誰も変えられないと思い込んでしまった。
I am being watched.
サーバー自体にとってはそうじゃない。
You're indeed lurking everywhere, always. I can notice, except when you are streaming and drawing Fumos. I saw last night that you were drawing Fumos. It was pretty late, so I couldn't join in. It was time to sleep. There we go.
虚数の木という名のサーバーは任意のゲームの任意のセーブデータを使って新しい平行世界を生成できる。
More complicated things, more talking.
ネットゲームの運営
I'm always lost. Brain loading.
新しいサーバーを開設できるようにね。
それだとパラレルワールドの理論とそんなに変わらないじゃない。新しいあんたは今のあんたじゃない。こっちのオットーと同じようにね。
So it's the idea that somehow through the imaginary tree, this like old Otto that we're looking at right now is like one of the saved datas, quote unquote saved datas that she's talking about, that got loaded into the current world.
確かに私たちは一般的な意味でパラレルワールドをそういう風に理解してる。けどテスラ先輩、それはすでに存在しているパラレルワールドのことよ。
何が言いたいの？
私が言いたいのは、パラレルワールドの起点という特殊な時空の位置には他者はまだ存在しない。現実は一つだけ。
That at the particular point of origin for parallel universe, others don't exist, and there is only one reality. So that means that it starts with one and then it starts splitting. Maybe?
その唯一となる現実を体験する者にとって、彼が選択した未来はそのままの未来になる。そういう状況はどの瞬間にも起きているのかもしれない。私たちの主観的な視点ではその変化を永遠に意識できないだけなのよ。
ごめん。もう何を言ってるのか全然わからないや。
ではゲームで例えましょう。例えばあなたは自由なキャラクター。そんなあなたの前に選択肢が現れた。
Choose
自
one.
由なキャラクターとしてその中のどれを選択してもいい。でも外部の情報がない限り 他のバージョンでも同じ選択肢があるかどうかわからないでしょ。
But without any external information, you will never know whether in other versions of the game, the content of the choices is the same. Also, for example, in games that have like the illusion of choice, where both options end up leading to the same path. So her mention is that like the reality that we're living right now is just like if we took one of those choices and we were just never able to load back onto to see what the other choice would do.
そして今のあなたではないゲームの中であなたがどういう選択をするかあなたは永遠にわからない。
Something like that.
わかるのはあなたはあなた、今は今、選択は選択ということだけ。あなたの自由な意志は確かに不変だわ。むしろあなたというキャラクターにとってサーバーのバージョンなんて何の意味もない。あなたの視点から見てそのゲームは後戻りできないし選択だって1回のみだから。
つまりオットーは虚数の木にある機能を使って人生をやり直したいってこと？
やり直すという言い方は不適切。むしろ意味が全然違うと思うけど。
Lazy Kitty's here.
そうね、確かにその方が理解しやすいわ。
Come.
何しろ皆さんにとって大事な事実は動機にある。
Here you are.
つまりオットーさんは過去に戻るチャンスを絶対に見逃さないということよ。
Because he wants to get to Colin.
そういうことか。
And of course he would understand.
もし本当に500年の時間があれば、僕の身にそういう変化があることもうなずける。
変化って何のことよ？
もし彼が500年以上という長い年月を生きたとすれば、彼の心の執念も僕の10倍、いや100倍にもなるだろう。先ほどの僕のように外部の情報によって自分の行為に疑問を感じるとはとても思えない。
そうね。あいつより自分勝手なやつなんていない。あ、違った。あの5万年も生きてきたケビンもそうだったわね。
Because that man has lived for 50,000 years. As she just said. Goman, yes, 50,000.
けど、あんたの言う通りね。あんなやつが他人の言葉で変わるなんて想像もできないわ。
では、彼が現状を変えるという選択をするように刺激を与えたのは、彼自身の意志であるはずだ。僕は権力に執着する人間ではないと思う。僕が天命に対抗する革命軍に加入した直接的な原因は、彼らが聖女の名を使ったからだ。身勝手は承知の上だが、僕は多分、もう、カレンという名前に失敗を経験させたくないのかもしれない。
And he indeed did end up leading the revolution to beating the old Shitsal. Mira.
あんた。
全部僕の本音さ。僕の動機は君たちにとってはおかしいし、何の価値もないかもしれないが、君たちも知っているように、カレンが死んだ時から僕の自我と呼べる部分も彼女と共に去っていったのだ。
I mean, at the end of the day, just like the death of Callan was like the defining factor for like Otto's complete change of self.
だから本音を身勝手な願いを言うと、僕だってどの瞬間でも過去に戻って、カレンがまだ生きていた頃、僕にまだ自我があった頃に戻りたいと思っているよ。多分あの人も僕以上に思っているのだろうね。
あんた、自分の人生はないの？ご立派な未来の天命司教が500年もの間世界の運命に影響を与え続けた人物が歩く影、かわいそうな操り人形だってこと？
随分と驚いているようだね。多分君が 自由の意志がどれほど稀有で脆いものかを忘れてしまうほど開放的な環境にいたからだと思うよ。
It's easy to forget how uncommon and fragile free will is.
僕のような凡人は舞台の上で大げさに見栄を切っても出番が終われば消えてしまう。
Well, this is way longer than the Japanese version. Life's but a walking shadow, a poor player that struts and frets his hour upon the stage, and then is heard no more. It is a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fury, signifying nothing.
明日、また明日、また明日と、こうして時は僕の無機質な顔に跡を残し、そして今、最後の一瞬に昨日という日にたどり着くまで。
シェイクスピアの作品に詳しいんですね。異界のオットーさん。
ああ、そうだね。カレンと僕は彼女と一度会ったことがあるんだ。
Yeah, there was a little bit of like an encounter with her on, what was it? Is it Ellen Palatinus? I think it was Ellen Palatinus.
私は12歳の頃に異界のシェイクスピアさんと出会いました。彼女は一人の船長として私にたくさんのことを教えてくれました。そのおかげで私は他人に影響されず周りを見ることができましたし、事実に基づきすべきことをするようになりました。
Man, and her talking like this makes me remember visual novel Durandan and how much I kind of like miss her, that like talkative and playful Durandan. Instead of like this, it's like new Durandal that it's a little bit more stoic. Maybe it's the word that I'm looking for.
彼女がいたから君の価値観が成立したんだね。
はい。だから彼女の話をきっかけにみんなが着実に行動できればと思っています。皆さん、行方不明になった律者コアがきっかけとなり、私たちは協力することになりました。改めて言う必要もありませんが、この協力関係が誰かさんのせいで崩れてしまうのではないかと、ここにいる誰もが心配していると思います。
Alright, now that I looked at my little stream thingy, I forgot that I need to look at maybe lowering my bitrate a little bit because it's always on red, even though nothing is happening. It's like, it's telling me like that something's going wrong, but at the same time, nothing wrong is going on with my stream that I can notice.
しかし、私が言いたいのは、あの人が予想外のことばかりするからこそ、私たちはより一致団結して、彼が介入する前に問題を解決すべきだと思います。
そうね。デュランダルが言ったように、私たちの協力の基本的な目的は、崩壊による影響をなくすこと。だから、何もせずに空論に熱中するのはやめましょう。決まった行動計画をもう一度共有するわ。
Alright, now back to, well, the more important yapping.
一つ目、支配の律者の意図が存在すると思われる複数の空間を調べ、異空間にある律者コアの位置を割り出す。二つ目、具体的な探知を担当するのはテスラ博士、デュランダル、キアナ、異界のオットーさん、そして私本人。
I mean, of course, Otto needs to be walking around in order to be able to look at the strings.
三つ目、
Move.
実際の距離を参考に、まずは聖1491広場で1回目の探知を行い、律者コアに関するデータを収集する。みんな、時間は待ってくれないわ。急ぎましょう。はい。
Alright, that was fast. Took a very long time. Like, the entire part of like talking about the plan took like 5 seconds, and all the other like extra explanations that they gave about the future of like the world, and not the future of the world, but like the imaginary tree and old Otto and stuff like that. It's just like that's what took a very long time. Not over here. right over here. Please don't attack me. Oh. I'll just jump over that.
ここが聖1491広場と呼ばれているのは、やっぱり僕たちが旧天命を打ち倒したことを記念しているのかい？
Was it
なんだか不
because
思議な感覚だね。
is it because that ended up happening in 1491?
ええ、その通りよ。それはオットー・ベラが名付けたもの。あ、今のあなたにとって彼女はベラだったわね。
そうだったのかい。そういえば、僕はなぜか君たちの世界に来てしまったが、元の世界にいるベラは無事という認識で問題ないだろうか。
おそらくね。どうせ私たちが律尺案の問題を解決するまであんたも戻れないだろうし、こうなってしまった以上余計な心配をしても仕方がないわ。
Petting the kitty. But she's in such an uncomfortable position to pet. Ugh.
そうだ、あんたたちも突っ立ってないで歩き回ってなさい。そうすればデータの精度もより上がるはずよ。敵が出現したとしても反則的に強いやつが3人もいれば健康な実験サンプルを守るぐらい楽勝よね。博士もそう言ってることだし、歩きながら話しましょう。
安心し
Okay.
てくれ。僕は足手まといになるつもりはない。君たちの指示通りに動くよ。
そうだといいけど、博士みたいにあんたに厳しいことを言うつもりはないけど、あんたに優しくする義務もないって分かってるはずだよね。
Yeah, Tesla has a lot of hate for Otto as well as Kiana for all the things that they did. But Kiana has matured a lot more, while Tesla is a little bit more aggressive with her thoughts and her words. She's just like she's a bit of like a bomb.
ああ、覚えておくよ。
And Kiana's no longer like that. Oh, I guess this is what they meant by me fighting enemies. It's like I can already see them. Yeah. Might as well just throw everything at him. The shorter the fights are, the more that I can concentrate on just like, you know, beating the game. Well, not beating the game because there's no way that I beat the game. Get into the next part of the story. Here.
そういえば、キアナさんは知っていますか？この辺りのある古い建物は、フカさんが以前暮らしていた場所だそうです。
Not surprised though, because she's very old and she was in Chickasaw for a very long time. For how long was she in Chickasaw? Almost 500 years? Probably around like 200, 480, 450?
委員長のお家？
Probably.
ええ、主教様が以前そう話していました。今後機会がありましたら、フカさんをここに連れてきてみるといいかもしれません。
That was a nice and quick conversation.
よし、これでこの辺りで収集したデータも信憑性が上がるわね。目的地はあと2つ。このペースで前に進みましょう。
As Tesla confidently issued the order to proceed, someone's comm device started to beep. And for some reason, Tesla suddenly felt something was wrong.
すみません。通信を確認します。
Hmm.
デュランダルです。はい。テレサさんとキアナさんはこちらにいます。通信を共有しますので、少々お待ちください。
Oh.
何があったの？
琥珀さんからです。
Oh, Amber.
こちらに連絡するようにと、主教様が彼女にそう命じたようです。
It's been a long time since I actually last seen her.
あら、いつものおじい様のやり方にしては、随分と遠回りしているわね。ごきげんよう、テレサ様、デュランダル様、それからハイペリオンの皆さん。天命司教の秘書、琥珀です。
Small little fun fact that I really liked Amber from the Second Eruption manga.
司教様とリタ様が
And of course, I liked Otto even more after he
支
saved
配
her
の律者コアの
from
場
the
所を
Hersher of
発見
Death.
しました。その情報を皆さんに共有するようにと司教様から指示をいただいております。
なんですって？リタ？ヨルムンガンドの方で任務を執行しているのでは？それに司教様は辞任の手続きをしていると言っていましたが、嘘だったんですか？
Or maybe they finished with their jobs.
司教様はリタ様と聖537教会堂で支配の律者コアの場所を発見したとしかおっしゃっていません。司教様が同律者コアの場所を割り出し、リタ様がどうしてその場にいるかについては、理由を聞ける立場ではないのでお許しください。
何よ、またあの死に損ないに騙されたってこと？
いいえ、皆様が聖537教会堂にいらっしゃいましたら、律者コアがハイペリオン側に渡るように協力すると司教様はおっしゃいました。皆様？琥珀、それって一体誰のことなの？はい、テレサ様、デュランダル様、キアナさん、それから
Let me guess.
皆様が発見したもう一人のオットー様です。
僕？
はい、完全な支配の律者のコアを手に入れるためにはあなたの存在も必要不可欠だと司教様はそう考えています。
くそ、情報が漏れた。人が多いし仕方ないのかもしれないけど。
Information has gotten out. They were trying to keep the other Otto a secret. Since the other Otto was here, I think it'd be very difficult for the present Otto to actually not know about him, right? I mean, he probably has like a pretty big information network in like this place because this was Chixot's old HQ, you know?
テレサ、どう思う？聖537教会堂はもともと私たちの目標だけど、オットーのやつが何を企んでいるかわからないわ。
けど今の問題を解決するため私たちは行かなければ。こう考えましょう。おじい様とリタは律者コアの場所が分かったと言っているから、こちら側が全員で向かう必要はないわ。琥珀、おじい様に伝言をお願い。私が聖537教会堂に向かって支援するってね。律者コアの場所を割り出す方法があるなら別にキアナは行かなくてもいいでしょ。
Fair.
深淵の律者は欠席してもいいとのことです。しかしその場合、もう一人のオットーの助けが絶対に必要だと司教様はそうおっしゃっています。
問題ないさ。僕は君たちが知っている司教の代わりに何かを償うことはできないけど、僕にできることがあれば他人に押し付けるつもりはないよ。
ありがとう。私のおじい様と違ってあなたは本当に責任感のある優しい人ね。
琥珀さん、司教様はそれで大丈夫ですか？もちろん私もテレサさんと共に向かいます。
大丈夫とのことです。他の要素はあの方にとって決定的なものではないようです。わかったわ。でもそれなら安全面を考えて二人にはハイペリオンに戻って待機してもらうしかないわね。
So it would only be Teresa, the other Otto and Durandal, right?
特にキアナ、あなたよ。もうあなたをあの人の前に差し出したくないわ。分かってるよ、学園長。後方にいてみんなを守るから。ありがとう。じゃあデュランダル、それからオットーさん、行きましょう。
Right. Time to head to the church. And can I make it around these? Oh god, this is gonna be difficult. Come on. I'll just take the long way. Over here, because I haven't unlocked any of those things. Probably over here. Treasure chest. Skill missing. Defeat enemies on the west side square to unlock. West side square. Is there a map? West side square. Oh god, I have no idea where the west side square is. This is the west side square, right? Wait, where's the north? Where's north? There's no N on the map or on the compass. I hope this is north. West side square. Is this the west side square or is this the west side square? Only one way to find out, I guess. Oh wait, there's this thing. Okay, that ain't it. Can I just kill this guy? Okay, good. I didn't know these things. They won't actually end up dying. Oh, is it this? Did I just miss it? Core skill level up. Riemann stealth. Obtain core Riemann stealth. Uh-oh. You've activated a new core skill. Tap here to switch your skills. L1 and triangle. Or I guess I need to click it. There we go. Alright, thanks. Alright, and I probably need to use it all the way back here. It told me that I needed something from the west side square. Okay, now what? Use the Riemann cell to pause time and keep it unlocked. Okay, simple enough. Easy. Is this timed? I have no idea. I don't have energy. Damn. Activate portal. Bunch of enemies that I don't want to fight. I don't have energy. Oh, there's something. Where is there an energy thing? I don't want to go all the way back up there in order to grab it, but I guess I'll have to. Guess I'll just have to grab this one right here. Now I got enough. I swap. I hope that it doesn't randomly activate. And I just blow this up from this corner so I don't actually go into a fight. And ignore everything. Ignore every single thing that's near me. Defeat the boss. Okay, I guess I'll have to fight this guy. Should be easy enough. Enemies are mech. And both Kiana and Mei, the ones that I'm using. Oops. That's the wrong button. I was trying to use this. The elf attack. I don't know why the game feels so loud for some reason. Come on. Just a bit more. There we go. Other settings, control, system settings. Maybe I'll just drop it by 10 again. And hope it's not too low on stream. Boss treasure chest appeared. You know. Nakida's just licking herself. Oops.
あれは聖女カレンの彫像ね。ちょっとボロボロに見えるかもしれないけど、そういうものは本来の姿のままがいいとおじい様はそう言ってたわ。
He probably just didn't want to do anything to it because it's Callan's statue.
公主台の代わりに彫像を建てたのか。 人々が記念しても聖女本人は生き返ることがないんだが。
公主台？
ここは当時カレン・カスラナの死刑が行われた場所のようです。
Except she wasn't hanged. She died by a Honkai beast, if I remember correctly.
ああ、みんなに裏切られた聖女は自分の死をもって愚かで無知な民を導こうとした。
I think it was been mentioned like a lot in like Otto's like little stories where he says that he's at fault for Kallen dying. And then I think in one of the really old mangas, it also like shows him like releasing a bunch of like Honkai beasts in like the simulation, which ends up doing something to Kallen or something like that.
死刑が行われる前日の夜、僕は彼女に会ったんだ。彼女はバカではない。ただ、一人の人間が本当の意味でこの世界を変えようとしたとき、自分の力の小ささに気づくものだ。二度捕まった後、彼女は絶望したのだ。彼女は脱獄を拒み、死ぬことだけを求めた。死刑になるように、わざと裁判の席で激しい言葉を使うこともあった。もしかしたら彼女にとって、それがこの不公平で不合理な世界に対する最後の抗いだったのかもしれない。そうかもしれないね。しかし、聖女が聖女であるのは、彼女が示していた精神力が彼女自身が想像していたものよりずっと強いからだ。
And here he is, the original Otto.
おじい様。
ああ、テレサ、ご苦労だったね。僕に話したいことがたくさんあるだろう。だが今は先にするべき大事なことがある。
He feels so different from the 500-year-old Otto. Well, from the Otto from 500 years ago.
僕はすでに 99.9% の支配の律者のコアを手に入れた。残りの 0.1%、パズルの最後のピースももうすぐここに現れる。さあ、みんな、この教会堂遺跡の内部でその記念すべき瞬間を迎えようじゃないか。
皆様どうぞお入りください。私は教会堂の外に残り、警備を担当します。
What a nice girl. Oh, treasure chest. Consuming ether energy boosts the total damage by 55% for 8 seconds. Only 8 seconds though.
これは
999個の分散した律者コアだ。第2の神の鍵の空間操作技術を使って、その集合体を今の姿のように分解したんだ。目的はもちろん、最後のピースの位置を割り出すためさ。
Which is the last 0.1% that he was talking about.
ネゲントロピーのテスラ博士は、そのテストデータを使えば、すぐに律者コアの位置を割り出せると言いました。
彼女ならできるだろうね。ただ、このオットーアポカリプスには手間を省く方法がある。それに、彼女の手を汚す必要もないんだ。
Always one step ahead of Tesla, of course. She's gonna be real mad when she hears about
そろ
this.
そろ時間だ、リタ。実験道具を回収しよう。
A deadly-looking blade flashed out of the shadows with a metallic sound. And as soon as the two unsuspecting Valkyries turned around, the guest they had brought with them had been transformed into a lifeless corpse.
リタ、何をしているんです？落ち着いてください、デュランダル様。彼は大主教様の もう一つの玉鋼の体に過ぎません。
He was nothing more than another one of Overseer's Solium bodies. So did Otto just run through like a, what is it, like a conscious, his like consciousness from like 400-500 years ago on this like Solium body?
その通りだ。これが僕の言った手間を省く方法さ。
And put a core inside of it?
ごらん。最後のピースを君たちの代わりに手に入れたぞ。
一体何をしたの？
話せば長くなるよ。だからその前に手をきれいにしても構わないかい？事件の経緯を整理しよう。数ヶ月前、実験体 K423 キアナ・カスラナと称された人物が支配の律者を倒し仲間を救った。
And this was several months ago. So a long time happened since like the last arc.
支配の律者は消滅したが、その律者コアは行方不明となった。幸い、僕は第二の神の鍵の力を使って支配劇場の跡地に入ることに成功し、そこで鍵となる手がかりを見つけた。支配の律者のコアの一部は虚数空間に隠れ、新たな憑依対象を探しながらチャンスを伺っていた。その特殊な構造によってね。みんなも知っている通り、支配の律者が最も興味を持っているのは絶望を抱いている、世界が失敗に終わってもいいと思っている人間だ。そして僕の完全回収計画はそこから展開した。
理解できません。それが先ほどリタに殺されたあのオットーさんと何の関係があるというんですか？
まあ落ち着いてくれデュランダル。僕の境遇を考えてみよう。君と共に支配劇場の遺跡に入った時、僕はすでに999個の分散した支配の律者コアを手にしていた。
So what happened on the AX chapter?
しかし、よりによって最後の1個は終始次元の隙間の奥で徘徊し、定めることができずにいた。だから僕は最後のコアに向けて餌を投げることにしたんだ。絶対に拒めない宿主をね。そう、それは僕自身、オットー・アポカリプス本人だ。
どうして？
すでにあのオットーが君たちに教えてくれただろう。彼の聖女は彼のせいで死んだ。その後の彼は生きる屍でしかない。
And this made him, let's see, mention it. And this is the moment when he felt the most hopeless and inclined towards chaos.
今の僕はもう弱くないかもしれないが、500年前のあのオットー・アポカリプス、彼以上に心が闇に飲まれている人間はいないと僕は知っている。だからそれを前提にして逃れた支配の律者のコアに唯一無二の部隊を、絶妙な罠を仕掛けようと決めたのさ。まず、第二の神の鍵を使い、虚数の木にある特定時空の観測結果を僕の支配下にある支配劇場に投影する。その後、すでに入手済みの999個のコアを使い、支配劇場に転写された情報を現実の環境に移す。
And then he put it inside the Solium body.
こうして僕は時空の混乱を発生させずに別の時間の情報をこちら側に持ってくることができた。あとは500年前の本当のオットー・アポカリプスを用意すれば、支配の律者の好みをもとにして作られた罠も準備万端だ。
You know, as much as he says this in like such a happy or like a haha, this was all planned manner, it makes me feel kind of bad. Because that means that the 500 years ago Otto was like the perfect subject for the Herrscher of Dominance to take over, which means that he was in a very, very, very bad state. Even after going through the revolution and actually winning out that war.
それって私たちが目にした過去は本当の情報のかけらだったということ？単なるレプリカってことかしら？
その通りさ。敵をおびき出すための罠の副産物に過ぎない。情報の他に別のものが入ってくるはずがないよ。
Nothing besides information can leak into our world.
君たちが見たもの、収集したものは全部僕たちの世界で新たに生成されたものさ。僕は不正をして世界中のエネルギーを消費しても達成できない結果をシミュレートしたと考えても構わない。そして結果的に僕は支配の律者のコアを騙すことに成功したのだ。
では倒れているあの玉鋼生命体は？
I mean, I guess it's just dead.
彼はシミュレーションプログラムに過ぎない。もちろんシミュレートする対象は本物の完全な時空を超えた歴史情報から来ている。だからこそあの個体は自分が1491年から来たオットーアポカリプスだと信じて疑わなかったのさ。革命軍を率いて旧天命を倒し、自分のしたことすべてが聖女のためだと強く信じていた。だからその心の奥にある闇をありのまま保つことができた。
And make himself vulnerable to the Herrscher of Dominance.
本当の歴史をおさらいした方がいいかい？革命によって新天命を手にしたリーダーは、誰にも打ち明けられない心の傷を補うために、500年もの長い間、あらゆる同志を裏切ってきた。
I mean, and it's apparently really good that he actually ended up doing this because the new Schicksal, the leader of new Schicksal betrayed all his comrades. Because the Schicksal that was happening with his cousin and his sister being at the top was like a horrendous place to live. It was like absolutely terrible.
最後、彼はネゲントロピーにとって悪の手本のような存在になった。腹心として育てた部下も秩序を守るために彼の命令に従っているだけに過ぎない。君たちが出会ったもう一人の彼こそがその長くて暗い旅の起点だったのさ。まるで魔女に出会ったマクベスのように、自分の迷いを理由に
Macbeth at first he saw the witches.
勝手に決めた。
Sadly, I don't know anything about this story, so I'm missing this reference.
その結果は君たちも見ただろう。逃れた最後の律者コアは何の迷いもなく彼に寄生した。その手口の巧妙さはネゲントロピーの天才科学者たちの目すら騙せるほどだった。
ですが結果的にあなたはそういう意識を人為的に作って自分の目的のために自分の手で殺しました。
So this is like the big difference. I'm seeing this like Solium body Otto as nothing more than just like some sort of like I still see it as something completely like disposable. But from the eyes of maybe Durandal and Teresa, this is like the issue. It was you who manufactured this consciousness, and then you killed it in pursuit of your own goals. It's like creating a son. No, maybe not. It's like maybe creating a clone of yourself just to find out about something about yourself, and then whenever it's just like not needed anymore, you just completely eliminate that clone. Maybe?
そうだね。そういうことは初めてではないだろう。
True. This isn't the first time.
例えば、500年前の僕はある人の命を助けたのに、500年後の僕は彼女に銃を向ける。それこそがこのオットーアポカリプスのすることだ。
Talking about Fuhua.
そして僕は律者の力を研究するためにネゲントロピーから第二律者を奪った。 ベルトが人類を代表し、彼女を倒そうとした寸前のことだった。
Hmm. This also did indeed happen.
その後、僕は彼女を殺し、また生き返らせた。その力を求め、ハイペリオンにいる全員を苦しめた。それも、オットー・アポカリプスがしたことだ。
I like that he knows what he did. He's not even trying to like find any sort of like excuses. Like I did this for the well-being of mankind. I did this for like my own goal. Like I'm what's the word for it? It's like he doesn't feel like the need to have everybody else like accept what he's doing. Like the way that he just mentioned about this example is just like, yes, I did terrible things. I know of it. I know that all of these things that I did are actually evil, and I would do them again.
その因果関係を君も多少は知っているはずだろう。今さら数時間しか存在しなかった機械の意識を気にするのかい？おや、先ほどの僕の言葉が君を怒らせたのかい？なら謝ろう。なぜなら僕から見て、周りへの影響を恐れて敵を倒せないこと自体、恥ずべきことではないからね。君がもう子供ではないことは分かってるよ、ビアンカ。ここ数年間、君は使命を守り、この世界の闇、僕の必要悪に耐えることを選んだ。それは恥ずかしいことではないと言えるだろう。この件において、君は実年齢以上の円熟さと強さを見せた。だから僕は何の迷いもなく、胸を張って言える。君は、デュランダルは、僕の500年の時の中でも最高の生徒だ。
あなたって人は。
The words sounded really nice, but Durandal sounds really angry, so this was probably more like him mocking her.
まあまあ子供たち、素直になろうじゃないか。テレサも殺人犯を見るような目で僕を見ないでくれ。君のおじいさまは別に鬼じゃないし、わけもなく人を殺したりしないよ。
Without a good reason.
過去の僕は確かにやむを得ず君や君の部下にひどいことをした。だけどテレサよ、気づいていないのかい？そういう嫌なことは全部過ぎたことだろう？
How can she leave those matters behind? So much happened.
僕は本気で辞任するつもりだ。
Second
天
eruption,
命から離れることも嘘ではない。500年間もの
her
間、
birth,
長い旅をして、僕はやっと最後に帰る場所を見つけたんだ。
the repeat of the second eruption with Kiana on the Hyperion Islands, not the Schicksal Islands.
それは金を使っても手に入らない無下の宝。僕のすべてを差し出してもいいほどのものだ。
一体何を見つけたの？
時間を、まだ死んでいない神聖なる魂を見つけたのさ。君も知っているだろ？死ぬのが遅すぎた人も、死ぬのが早すぎた人もいると。
What does this mean? What does this mean? Why is he talking about this at the start of the arc? Why is the name of the arc Thus Spoke Apocalypse? What the hell is gonna happen?
彼女は自分の死を見つけたと思っていたが、それが正しいタイミングではないと誰もが知っている。逆に、もし僕が僕の死を決められるのなら、僕は自分の死で本当の死を願うこと、 死んでもいいと思うことは命にとってどれほど壮麗な休止符であるのかを彼女に証明する。
I would use my death to prove to her that going to one's grave voluntarily is a magnificent way to end a life.
そうしたら彼女はその停滞した未来にどんな光を作り出せただろう。
Oh god, this is scary. I need to start charging my phone, but so many things between my phone cable and like the phone that I have to like move so that they don't end up like falling over, especially some things that have food in them or like liquids. Then she will realize that her life meant the future of liberation and glorious human flourishing.
さあ、僕たちの関係が今後も続くようにこの贈り物を受け取っておくれ。親愛なるテレサよ。
Very pretty, but the bit rate is not having a very a nice time like working with this like cutscene. A multitude of harsher cores that looked like stars in the night sky fused into one mass in the blonde-haired man's hand. He held it out, as if giving candy to a child, and put the precious stone in Teresa's palm.
ほら、その力を使ってみるといい、テレサ。きっと素敵な武器になるだろう。
ご親切にどうも。ネゲントロピーの科学者たちに研究してもらうわ。
ああ、その点は心配していないよ。彼女たちはいい研究をしている。きっと知識の面で君の力になれると思う。僕に怒る必要はない、テレサ。継承儀式が予定通りに行われ、君が完全な権力を持つ天命大主教になることを保証しよ
う。But what's happening around all of this is what's scary. Otto.
そして僕については、僕はすぐに最後の旅に出て、世界の向こう側にあの唯一の存在、誰もが知っている英雄を探しに行く。
That EX movie, where he's just walking through this like plain that's filled with like wheat. And he's walking towards like a big like cross, a very big and shiny cross, or like a cross of light. Maybe that's what I can call it. And then at the end of the movie, he just mutters one word: Callan. I think he only says Callan. I think he says something else, but it's just like, it's the fact of what happens before that like last part of the movie, where he's literally fighting everyone, every single playable character in the game. He's fighting everyone, and Duranda for some reason ends up fighting May in that movie. And there's all this like Otto clones, clown Ottos, that are attacking all of the Valkyries, like Bronia, Sele. There's Fuhua fighting Sushi-chan. And then there's Kiana like trying to actually catch up to like Otto, but it seems like Otto's like one step ahead and he finishes off what he's doing. And then appears on that like plain of wheat, or I don't know what it's supposed to like be called, like that area. Like he wins. On that movie, he literally wins. He sets off on that last part of his journey at the cost of like, I don't know what the cost is gonna be, but the only one worthy of my sacrifice. Nice church. So tall.
テレサ様、琥珀 おじい様はどこに行ったの？申し訳ありません、テレサ様。内緒にしてほしいと司教様に頼まれました。
Oh, what is he planning, man?
テレサ様は支配の律者のコアを手に入れたのでしょう。ハイペリオンに持って帰るのはいかがでしょうか。もともとそのつもりだから言われるまでもないわ。
Hmm.
デュランダル、私と一緒に来る？
しかし今はもちろん私たちもハイペリオンまでお供しますよ、テレサ様。
Wait, is this the first time that Rita has like spoken? Or did I miss like a single piece of dialogue? I think maybe I missed like a single piece of dialogue that you mentioned, and now this is the first time that we actually see her model in the whole chapter.
あら、リタも一緒に来るの？
もちろんです。そうですね。オットー様のために尽力した時代はすでに終了したと。
And now they are on the side of Teresa.
今見えている未来において、あなたのために尽力させていただきます、テレサ様。
それもオットー様の許可をいただいております。
しかしリタ、何も言わずにヨルムンガンドの方から戻ってきて、そんなことを。
あ、申し訳ございません、デュランダル様。秘密保持のためデュランダル様にご報告することはできませんでした。大主教様からいろいろと想定外のことを教えていただきました。歩きながら話しましょうか。
わかった。私の番だね。
Genius load increased. Core skill level up. Core skill level up again. Authority unlocked in recollection. What time is it? Oh.
これからの道はみんなと一緒に歩くから。だから心配いらないよ。成人の道はなしで争わず。せっかくの休憩時間ですから。
All right. How long was this? Just like an hour. It's I know that it was a very, very short stream and that I didn't end up doing much. Especially because there's a lot of japping and we had like all that explanation about like the parallel universe and stuff like that that took like a lot of time. But from what happened yesterday and from me ended up like really, really busy today and actually just getting home really, really late. I'm actually really tired. I did want to stream. I did want to actually just like at the very least get a little bit of progress on this on the story. But I don't think I can hold on much longer because I'm getting really, really, really tired. I was planning. I really wanted to just like get out of work as early as possible in order to just like come back home, eat, and then take a nap to be able to actually stream for a long time today. But it wasn't possible. I got out of work as late as I possibly could, pretty much. So I ended up getting home. I ate, and then I immediately just like started the stream. So I'm just really tired, and I think I'm gonna end up. Well, I think I'm just gonna end it here. I mean, there is still time. Like there's no way that I can like catch up like very easily to like the story currently, especially with like a lot of things that have been happening that do not allow make it so that I'm not really like allowed to like stream as freely as I was streaming before when I was streaming like early in the morning. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna end it here. We got a little bit of explanation about the things that happened with like or like with like time traveling and stuff like that, about like the how, like I mentioned before, there's always like a way in this times of like in fiction. There's might always be a way to actually do some sort of like time travel by utilizing what's available in that story of fiction, which is like the imaginary tree that they mention a lot of times in this like story. And we ended up talking with Otto. We found the real Otto, where he gives us some very, very, very he gives us more questions than answers once again. He's like talking about him just like going onto this like final path, and then there's also like that movie. Actually, let's finish it by watching like that movie. Save and exit.
しい記憶は全部こ
Back, back. Where is it? Here it is. Like this. This area, this like path, this like this road that he's taken at the end of like his journey. He's wounded. He's like full on wounded. There's like this like soul or will of whisper just flying around.
以上このオットーアポカリプスは本日をもって天命主権
And of course, this is like the start. This is what's currently going on in the chapter that we know of. And then him just like planning everything in like Colossus. Like it seems that he has like a big plan going on. And of course, we know that whenever Otto has a plan, it's not a plan that just like where he just simply just does nothing. There's always like some sort of like danger lurking behind him, which is this. You're late, Gizmo! I'm about to end! Sorry, Gizmo. Hey, how's it going? I did give a notification. Oopsies. And there's also like this. We already know that Sushi-chan is actually just gonna end up
久しぶりです
showing up.
お寿司様
But they're setting up like a battle between the master and the student, which is like Fuhua and Sushi-chan. And then there's also this like completely weird sort of like thing that's gonna end up happening where for some reason Mei is here and she's going against Durandal, and they're pulling out like pretty much literally everything that they have in their arsenal. And then here we have like the imaginary tree, the thing that we have been talking about in the entire left at the start of this chapter. And then there's Kiana going against towards the imaginary tree, which is probably going towards the Otto.
そろそろ
And then there's this,
果たしてもらおう古き友よ
where it seems like Otto just wins, sacrificing who knows how much. He's just wounded, but he's walking in this like plains of like wheat towards this like cross of light.
僕は来たよ
Karen. And that's the entire thing that he's like, been talking about in this like entire chapter. But yes, there's a lot going on in that movie, and there's a lot that just like this that Otto just like keeps like sort of like hinting that has to do with like this movie. But it's like I have no idea what's gonna end up happening, and I just want to know more. But I'm tired as hell. Ghost, thank you for showing up. You're the one that's the skibidi toilet. I mean, I'm really tired. Yesterday didn't go very well at work. Today I ended up getting out of work really late, so I didn't manage to like catch much sleep. And tomorrow I'm apparently gonna have. I was not given a notification. I'm sorry. You should check your notifications more then. I'm gonna just point at you and say it was your fault. But yeah, I mean, I'm just talking the. I'm just playing the game that has like a lot of japping, so it's like nothing interesting ended up happening. Just a bit of like fighting. They gave me like 3 battles to fight, and then the rest of the 1 hour stream was just japping, either my japping or the game japping. So yep, game. So it's like you didn't miss anything that was particularly interesting, so it's fine. Maybe tomorrow, since work, I checked the schedule. Apparently there's gonna be like nothing at work tomorrow. I'm gonna be very free. I might be able to come home early, eat, and then do a bit of like a longer stream, maybe. But the rest of the week is gonna be very busy. I also looked at the schedule for Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, and it looks absolutely hellish. It's just like it's working until the until closing time kind of thing. That's how it's gonna be looking like tomorrow, from like the morning all the way to like the closing time, from starting time to like closing time. Maybe that's the better way to actually put it. So I might be way too tired to actually do a stream, so I might be missing this week. But it's mostly because I don't know why they put so much work on this week. Because we're gonna be missing a couple of people this week as well. It's just like I don't know why every time that there's people missing, there's always like so much work, and I had to be there. Also watch more Brain Loss for the last 4 days. Nice. Okay, Ghost, you can save that brain rot for maybe tomorrow when I stream. And when you actually look at your notifications, because you definitely got a notification, you liar little gizmo giat. Oh yeah, you can tell me more about it tomorrow. I'm sorry, I'm just like way too tired. Just can't handle. I can't handle myself right now. Oh, you didn't send me one. No, you didn't look at it. There was one. You can't say anything else. It's your fault. I'm pointing at you, and it's your fault and only your fault. Your mail doesn't lie to you. Well, what you know? It actually does lie to you. You know, there's a first time for everything, and it looks like the lies have started since today. Your printer doesn't lie to you. Who uses it as a printer? Nobody uses a printer anymore. Everybody just sends each other just images of things. Your printer is trash. Your printer's old. Your printer's no good. It's like using a fax. Nobody uses faxes. I have a printer going for notification. No. Oh, then you see that's the problem. You're using old. You're using old machines in order to be able to get the notifications, and that's why they're failing you. That's why. That's what's happening. It's on you. You see, it's because you're using a printer. You were using something more modern and technologically advanced, maybe you'd be able to do it. But no, you're using a damn printer, and that's what's failing you. It's on you. But yeah, I'm gonna be heading out now. I am really tired. Maybe I'll take a nap later if I'm feeling up for it. But yeah, just keep it in the toilet. Also send me notification. Well, that's why your phone didn't send you a notification. It says keep it toilet phone. It's garbo. It's garbaggio. It's failing you. Like you're being failing me by not showing up. But yeah. Sucks that you came in at the last second, but yeah. Bye bye, Gizmo. I'm gonna go like pass out or something because I also ate before the stream, so I'm just getting food coma. Bye bye. See you tomorrow, hopefully.